welcome to Yoga Travels with Karen. I'm Karen and welcome to Low Isles and the bird nesting season. So during the class you'll probably notice some birds flying past. You might hear quite a few different birds. We've got bridal terns and we've got pied imperial pigeons. They come to the island every year to nest or to breed and nest here. So you might have to excuse a little bit of noise from there during our class. Today I'm going to take you through a kneeling warrior sequence. So you might like to have a little bit more padding under your knee, perhaps another mat rolled up or a blanket or a towel, just to give your knee a little bit of extra padding. So this is a nice gentle sequence, so you'll get some of the same benefits as if you were doing a standing warrior sequence, except it's just a little bit more gentle on the body. So if you're ready, come and join me on the mat and we'll get started. We're going to start in a nice, easy, comfortable cross-legged position today. So you might like to place your hands on your knees with your palms facing down over the knees, or alternatively, the palms facing upwards, nice and open. You can have the arms sort of straight, but not too rigid. Just finding a nice, comfortable balance in your arms and also with your body, your torso up nice and straight. Find the nice, even balance on your sit bones, left and right. Feel free to close your eyes and just move the body around on the sit bones and really be conscious of their connection with the ground, with the earth, even just through your mat. Maybe just pull your belly button back towards the spine a little. That might tilt your pelvis back a touch. Bring the chin down and back a touch as well. You might feel that that lifts up the back of your neck, lengthening through the spine. I'm going to take some nice deep breaths. As we inhale, let's expand that belly, creating a nice round Buddha belly. And as we exhale, we'll pull that belly button back to the spine, but lifting a little through the chest. Can you lift up through the shoulders, across the top of your chest? Inhale, fill up that belly. As you exhale, lifting, becoming a little lighter through the body. 2 more breaths like that. Nice big inhale, Buddha belly. As you exhale, lifting, pull that belly button back to spine. Lift up through the chest. 1 more. Good, and gently opening the eyes. If your palms are facing downwards, then just turn them upwards and we'll take a nice big breath in, lifting all the way up. Maybe looking up between the hands. And exhale, floating the hands down to the sides. And hands back on the knees. Let's inhale, lifting up. Looking up now. A little back bend perhaps. And float the hands down. Another inhale, lifting. This time join the palms when they reach the top. Looking up. Relax through the shoulders. And as you exhale, bring the hands down nice and slowly. Press the backs of the thumbs into the chest. And just a slight little bow of the head as we prepare for our practice. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Separate the hands. Let's twist, turning around either side, hand on the opposite knee, looking over the shoulder, going with the breath. Lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Let's do a twist on either side again. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. This time we'll do some side bends. Let's drop that left hand down. Right arm is reaching over, pressing down with that bottom hand to bring both sit bones back down to the mat. Roll that top shoulder open. Inhale, let's lift. Exhale, other side. Press that hand down, bringing the sit bones down and opening up that top shoulder and maybe looking up. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, big circle all the way to the back. Lift those shoulders, roll them back and down, looking up. Extra breath here. Good, and bring the head back to center. Let's walk those hands forward, reaching them forward, folding from the hips all the way down as far as you can go. It may just be a little bit to the front, and that's perfectly fine. Bring the chin towards the chest so you're looking down, and just gently pressing with the hands to bring the sit bones back down to the mat. And maybe folding a little further. Beautiful, chin to the chest, rolling up, coming back to a seated position, and we're going to roll over into our tabletop position. Coming on our hands and our knees, bringing our knees underneath the hips, feet are hidden in behind the knees, hands under the shoulders or maybe a little bit in front. Keeping nice and strong, pulling that belly button back to spine. A big inhale here. And as you exhale, tuck that tailbone under, chin to the chest, pushing up through those shoulders. And inhaling, tilt that tailbone up, let the belly drop. Don't stop, don't drop through the shoulders. Lifting up, not collapsing, lifting. Feel that stretch through the belly, through the abs. Diagonally forward, looking diagonally forward. And let's exhale, tilt the tailbone down, chin to the chest. Inhale, tailbone up. You can close your eyes while you'll do this. You might even find just a little wag of the tail when you're in that cat position with the tail up. Not collapsing through the shoulders. You might find that just gives you a nice little twist or a little stretch through the sides. You can have extra breaths, of course, and rolling through a couple more times, just whatever you need. When you've got your back arched up, you might find that just leaning back a touch gives you an extra little stretch through the shoulders. Good, and when you finish that, just bring the big toes together. Let's separate the knees, drop the hips back to the heels and walk those hands forward, keeping the chest up for now. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, folding, floating all the way down, releasing through the arms, through the back, through the hips. Beautiful, let's lift the head. Coming up, we'll come up onto our knees now, and we're going to start our kneeling a warrior sequence on our knees, as one might expect. If you do need that extra little bit of padding under your knees, just place it under your knees now. I'm on a double set of mats, so hopefully I should be okay. We're going to stretch out, bring our right leg out to the side. The toes are pointing outwards. Now just checking that your heel is in line with your knee. Good, and we want that heel, when we've got our body nice and straight above this left leg here, we want that heel to be a little bit in front of the knee because there will be a little bit of movement back and forth, and we don't want to put too much pressure on that knee. So let's just have a little play with that. Place the hand on the hip of the straight leg, and then, well, they're both bent really, aren't they, of our left leg, and just placing your hand on the thigh of your right leg. And just gently, let's roll towards that knee. So we're opening up that inner thigh just a little bit and coming back. Beautiful, one more time. Good, you might find this places a bit of pressure on the knee on that inside. If you need a bit of extra padding, go and grab it. Let's do one more. Beautiful, just very subtle movements. Bring those arms up into our warrior two position. We're going to relax through those shoulders, bring the palms, face the palms upwards, and place those big blown up beach balls in the palms, feeling that lightness through the shoulders, and then rolling the hands down, shoulders stay where they are. Pull that belly button back to spine. Still lifting up as though you would through a normal standing warrior two. And as you inhale, lift a little further. And as you exhale, just slide just a touch towards that knee. Looking towards that right hand. Gaze resting on the middle fingernail. Remember that lightness through the arms. Stretching those fingers to either side of your room or your space. Beautiful. We're going for a modified reverse warrior or sun warrior here. We're going to place our hand on the back of our calf. Other palm is facing upwards and lifting up. That's it. That leg still stays bent, the right leg. Lifting up, looking up if it suits. Not dropping through the shoulders, rolling forward. Lifting up. There's a slight little twist in here as well. Beautiful. As we inhale, let's come back up to our warrior two arms. Bend that right arm, place the elbow on the knee, palm facing upwards. Turn the other palm up, and we're just going to reach it straight up above us. So looking up, reaching up. Now you can slide through that front knee a little if it suits. Now let's reach that hand over, creating a nice stretch from those fingertips all the way down to the knee. If you find that you can reach, you can bring your hand down in front of that foot. See how you go, might just be on the fingertips, but don't collapse. Opening up still. If you find that's too much, just place the elbow on the knee. It's not a problem. See how you go. This creates a little bit stronger stretch, bringing the hand down. Opening up that top shoulder. Take another couple of breaths here, looking up if it suits. Rolling open. Maybe that knee can slide forward a touch more. Good. We're going to bring that hand down. If your hand isn't down on the ground, just bring the body back a little bit so you can bring the hand down. Place the hands on either side of that leg and just lift the toes and see if you can just straighten through that leg a little. You might find you can straighten a little, or you might find there's still a large bend in that leg, and that's okay. Just try and get a nice little hamstring stretch. Takes the pressure off both knees just for a moment. Nice big deep breath here. Pushing a little out with this left hip now, feeling that release, maybe a little stretch through that left hip as well as through the hamstring. Good. Let's bring those toes back down. Bring the hands back to the knees and up into our warrior two arms. Beautiful. I'm going to bring this hand down all the way to the mat now. Other hand straight up, looking up. That's it now. We're going to straighten through that right leg now. We're going to point the toes forward and coming into a modified warrior three, lift that leg up as best you can. That's it, reaching up a little further, maybe bring that top hip forward a touch towards the front, lifting that foot. One more breath. Good, and let's bring that heel down. The toes can come down now as well. We're going to come into a wild thing. So bring that hand down. The top arm is coming back and opening up. A little bit of a twist through that chest now, looking up if it suits. Feel that beautiful stretch all the way along the side, the top side of the body. Point those toes down and maybe press them down a little and into the mat, increasing that stretch. Beautiful, one more breath. Excellent, and bring that hand down. Bend that knee, bringing it into the other one and coming up. And just for a moment, just feel if there's any difference between your right hand side and the left hand side of your body. I certainly feel like I can almost fall to that right hand side. There's a little bit of difference there. All right, let's go to the other side now. So the left leg is coming out, the toes are pointing out to the side, the knee is bent. And just check where your alignment is. So your heel is in line with that knee and your heel is also pushed out a little further than this left knee. So as we slide forward, we're not putting too much pressure on the knee. Place your right hand on your hip now, left hand is just on the thigh. Let's do a couple of nice little side openers there, opening up that inner thigh, beautiful, back to center. You might find that this side is a little easier or maybe a little more challenging than the other side. That's it, and back to center. Go one more time, nice and gentle. Maybe this knee needs a little bit more padding than the other one. And coming back to center, beautiful. Let's bring those arms up into our warrior two arms. Drop those shoulders down, palms facing upwards. Big, soft, light beach balls in your hands, in your palms. Nice and light. Roll the palms down, shoulders stay where they are. Beautiful. Let's look towards that middle finger of that left hand now. Reaching the fingertips in both directions. Sliding forward through that left side now. Just a touch. Shoulders down. Beautiful. Feel that strength. A little bit different to our standing pose, but still a lot of strength here. Beautiful. Our reverse warrior now. Drop your right hand down to the outside of your calf, lifting up with the left side, reaching straight up to start with. Beautiful, all the way up. And then let's reach over. Excellent. Beautiful, coming back with the arms, warrior two arms. Bend that left arm, placing it on the knee, palm facing up. Let's reach up to start with, nice and straight. And then let's reach over. Beautiful. Now from here, just slide through that left knee a little bit. And if you can bring that hand down, bring it down on the inside of your left foot. See how you go. Beautiful. Reach those fingertips across wherever your left hand is. Right hand reaching to the other side of your room or the space you're in. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring this top arm down, bringing the hands either side of that front foot, lifting the toes. A little adjustment, see if you can release now through that hamstring on the left side. Good, lifting those toes. You might feel a little release through this right hip too as you just press back a touch. Beautiful, one more breath. Good, let's bring those toes down again, coming up into our warrior two arms, reaching either side. Now we're going to pivot from the shoulders, bringing that right hand down, reaching up nice and high. We're going to stretch through that left leg now, straighten that left leg now. The toes are coming forward, so we're almost in a gate pose now. We're going to lift that left leg into our modified warrior three. That's it, we're reaching that arm up, not pushing the shoulder up, but reaching, looking up if it suits. A nice little balance. Bit of a modified balance. Nice and strengthening. Toes are forward. Heel, lift that heel up a little. Maybe that right hip can come forward a touch. Lifting up a little further. Beautiful, one more breath. Good, bringing that heel down, the toes coming forward too, coming into our modified wild thing now. Hand coming flat maybe. The top arm is reaching over now, lifting up through the chest, a twist through the body. Looking up, reaching. Nice stretch all the way along this top side of the body. Left hip coming forward a touch maybe. One more breath. Beautiful, coming down with the hand, coming down with the knee, and coming up to our kneeling position. And let's just revisit that balance now. Do you feel like there's perhaps a little bit more of an even balance between the left and the right hand side? I do. Maybe you do too. Beautiful, let's sit down. Straighten out those legs, give those knees a little bit of a rest, give them a little wobble. So coming forward now, a nice hamstring release here. Let's just bring the hands to the sides of the legs and we're just going to walk them forward. First of all, let's take a big breath in. And as we exhale, flexing through the toes, lifting those toes, walking the hands forward. Just keep that chin up a little, or the face up. Keep the chest up, opening up into wherever you can come. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, just rolling through, folding over, chin coming towards the chest. Doesn't matter if you are all rounded through the back here. You might find that this is a little easier on your lower back if you have a little bend in the knees. See how you go. Keep those feet flexed. Take a few breaths here. Go with the breath. As you inhale, you might find your body lifts. And as you exhale, you might fold down a little. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, in, last one. Can you come down a little bit further? Just a little bit, maybe 1/2 millimetre. Beautiful, keep that chin to the chest and let's roll up through that back, lifting the chest and give the legs a nice little shake. Let's come all the way down to the mat. Do a few twists and relax a little. Beautiful. Bring those feet hip distance apart. Hands are coming to the knees. We'll take a big breath in. Lift the chest, and as we release, the hands come out to the side, chin to the chest, rolling down nice and slow through our core, all the way down to the mat. Beautiful. When you arrive, bring those knees into the chest and interlace the fingers around the shins, pulling them in nice and tight. Maybe bring your nose up to the knees. Rolling down, making yourself nice and comfortable. Let's stretch out through the glutes and the piriformis and now thread the needle. So bring that right ankle on top of the left knee, lifting that bottom foot. Keep this top foot flexed, threading those hands through either behind the thigh or around the shin. Just a little bit of pressure on that leg and just maybe have a little play, a little move left and right to find that nice release through the glutes and the piriformis. This is a great one to do when you've got that little twinge happening from your lower back down the leg. You can do it while you sit down as well. Just cross your legs and then lean forward. Good, and release, and let's go the other side. A left ankle on the right knee now. Flexing that top foot, lifting the bottom leg, thread the hands through behind the thigh or around the shin. And just moving a little left or right. Find that juicy spot. Use the breath. Enjoy the sounds of the birds, lots of them fluttering around. Good, let's bring the knees into the chest and give them a nice squeeze again. Good, and keep the knees there. We're going to bring the arms out into a T position. And let's do a nice little gentle twist here, dropping those knees down to the right-hand side, keeping them in nice and close. Try and keep your shoulders nice and flat to the mat, looking over to the left-hand side or the opposite side. Feel free to close your eyes, relaxing the body. Relax through the thighs, the hips and the buttocks. Good, bring the head back to center, take a big inhale. As you exhale, a little pressure with the hands to help the knees up. And gently rolling them all the way to the other side. Feel that little massage along the lower back, along the hips. That's it, all the way to the other side, looking in the opposite direction. Relax through the hips, through the buttocks, the thighs, and the shoulders. Eyes are softly closed. Beautiful. Bring the head back to center and inhale here. As you exhale, a little pressure with the hands. Bring those knees back to center. Good. Let's bring the feet down to the width of the mat, keeping the arms out nice and wide. Let's just drop the knees down to the right hand side. Still nice and relaxed. Looking in the opposite direction. Release through the hips here. Good. Let's inhale, bring the head back to center. As we exhale, lift the knees and drop them to the other side, looking in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Let's bring the head back to center. Bring the knees back to center. Let's stretch out the legs. Place those heels a little further than hip distance apart, maybe the width of the mat. Allow the toes to roll out to the sides. And your arms can stay here if they're comfortable, or you can bring them a little closer into the body, keeping them away still from the sides of your body. Palms are facing upwards. Find that nice balance in the back of your head. And maybe bringing that chin a little bit towards the chest, so you're not arching through the back of the neck. Just closing the eyes, relaxing the jaw, separating the teeth a touch, relax the chin. Maybe just do a quick scan through your body, noticing if there's any points of resistance or of discomfort. And for the next few breaths, just focus on sending the breath in that direction, unblocking the path, relaxing through the muscles and the bones, the skin, the whole body. You can stay here as long as you need. I thank you for joining me for this practice, and I hope you enjoy the bird sounds as much as I do. And we'll see you next time. Namaste.